Jeffrey Kitingan has denied the claims by Albert Tei that he had received bribes. Meanwhile, the MACC said it is investigating the video released by Albert. Stay tuned for this and more on KiniNews. Sabah Deputy Chief Minister Jeffrey Kitingan has hit back at businessperson Albert Tei's claims that he had received bribes in connection with mineral exploration licenses in the state. The Parti Solidariti Tanah Airku president said he could not really recall having a conversation with Tei over a sum of money as depicted in a clip published by Malaysiakini yesterday. In a text message, he said he doesn't recall the conversation but is shocked that such a private conversation was secretly recorded and now publicly displayed as if it has something to do with the mining scandal. He added that it appears that the video is about political donations years ago before the elections, without any hint of receipts, unlike the earlier mining scandal. He stated that it had nothing to do with that mining scandal. Kitingan said it is just a setup to link them with the mining scandal, which has nothing to do with him or his star YB. He added that he is a conservationist and star leaders had never applied for mining licenses either personally or under the party's name. Yesterday, Tei released a video recording of his conversation with Kitingan, whom he alleged had received the largest payouts of all in regard to the Sabah mining scandal. The meeting allegedly happened at a seafood restaurant in Kuala Lumpur on October 13, 2024 and revolved around the cancellation of mining exploration licenses. Following this, Sabah UMNO called on MACC to take action against Kitingan. This is for allegedly admitting to receiving political donations without officially declaring them. In a statement, the party's Sabah War Room Secretariat leader Abdul Aziz Julkarnain described the claims as tarnishing the principles of transparency and integrity in the state administration. Aziz said accepting funds without officially declaring them could be deemed a legal violation, especially under Section 16(a)(b) of the MACC 2009 Act 694. He pointed out that without legal documentation and a transparent declaration process, accepting such funds can be considered bribery, which demands an immediate investigation. He added that the people of Sabah have the right to know the truth and urged the MACC to conduct a thorough probe into the source of the funds, the identity of the donors, and any connections related to the state government's approvals or decisions. He was responding to Kitingan's denial of the accusations. Earlier, the MACC said it had launched a probe into the video released by Albert over Kitingan. MACC Chief Azam Baki confirmed that investigators will summon Tei and Kitingan to facilitate an investigation into the alleged conversation. He said this when asked if the anti-graft agency would call up the two figures. The claim that Kitingan was on video discussing alleged bribes and had received 1.78 million ringgit from Tei first emerged in June. However, Malaysiakini was made to understand that the MACC at the time did not contact Tei regarding the allegations or request the purported video. The video showed a meeting at a seafood restaurant in Kuala Lumpur on October 13, 2024, which allegedly revolved around the cancellation of mining exploration licenses. In it, Tei detailed alleged payments made to Kitingan, which the Parti Solidariti Tanah Airku president has since denied. Kitingan said it is just a setup to link them with the mining scandal, which has nothing to do with him or his party's elected representatives. From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us. Malaysian K. Dacinamurti was executed in Singapore this afternoon. Singapore's Central Narcotics Bureau said that he had been accorded full due process under the law. In a statement, it said capital punishment is imposed only for the most serious crimes. This includes the trafficking of significant quantities of drugs which cause very serious harm, not just to individual drug abusers, but also to their families and the wider society. CNB added that Dacinamurti was convicted of smuggling 44.96 of diamorphine, an amount sufficient to feed the addiction of about 540 abusers for a week. Earlier today, Dacinamurti's family's lawyer, N. Surendran, urged the Singapore government to halt the execution. He said this is as the family has rushed an application to the Court of Appeal for a stay of execution. Surendran added that the family was informed that Dacinamurti's execution would be carried out today and to collect his body at 3 p.m. He also condemned the Singapore government's cruelty, as the family was informed just after midnight today that the man's execution had been halted, although no reason was given for the decision. Bersatu Supreme Council member Wan Saiful Wan Jan has confirmed that there was a move to collect statutory declarations from the party's division chiefs, purportedly to seek a leadership change ahead of Bersatu's annual general meeting on September 9th. However, Wan Saiful claimed that the narrative had been twisted by certain quarters to smear its true intention. He said he believes certain quarters had twisted a story about its true intention and what it aimed to achieve. Wan Saiful added that he would meet the party's disciplinary board and explain to them first before commenting further. He said this when contacted by Malaysiakini this morning to confirm the authenticity of a viral WhatsApp message that claims he had been summoned to appear before the Bersatu disciplinary board today. He added that he hoped they would make a rational consideration. According to the message, Wan Saiful was being investigated under Article 23 of the Bersatu Constitution. This was for allegedly being involved in collecting SDs from Bersatu leaders to push for a leadership change from Party President Muhyiddin Yassin to his deputy Hamzah Zainuddin. If you like the stories we produce, consider supporting us by subscribing to Malaysiakini. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to subscribe. The Trump administration has proposed a 21-point peace plan to Arab leaders to end the war in Gaza. According to CNN, U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff said he is confident that there would be some sort of breakthrough in the coming day. He added that it addresses Israeli concerns as well as concerns of all the neighbors in the region. He reportedly said that U.S. President Donald Trump had a very productive session with the Arab leaders. CNN cited sources as saying that the plan included the release of all hostages, a permanent ceasefire, a framework for how Gaza can be governed without Hamas, and a proposal for a gradual withdrawal of Israeli forces. Arab leaders reportedly endorsed large parts of Trump's plan and gave suggestions on provisions they want added. This included no annexation of the West Bank, maintaining Jerusalem's status quo, increasing humanitarian aid, and addressing Israel's illegal settlements, among others. The proposal from the U.S. came just a day after Saudi Arabia and France held a conference which looked at plans for a two-state solution. Back to the video released by Albert Tei. Yesterday, we posted a poll on the matter, and here are the results. A majority of voters at 86% believes that a full investigation should be conducted to clear the names of all parties involved. 6% thought that this issue was a political tactic to tarnish the reputation of the government. Meanwhile, another 6% said that solid evidence is needed as the issue is too complex to be judged on allegations. One voter remarked that to effectively eliminate corruption, both those who give and those who receive bribes must be held accountable and punished equally. What are your thoughts on this issue? Share your views in the comment section below. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.